Alright guys, so I just did the video for violin, whether or not you saw it. The reason we were doing it is because teachers, parents, and students were curious about how to tune stringed instruments. So right now we're going to go through a viola, and I'm going to try to explain to you like what I do when I'm tuning a viola from scratch. So first off, we'll talk about the pegs here up at the top, and basically like we're going to detune it. And I always detune the outer strings, or the outer two pegs first, which are the C and the A string on the viola. And what you're going to do is you're going to turn them away from the scroll towards the bridge. Okay, we'll do the outer two, then we'll do the middle two. And the reason we're doing that is because if you were to detune the middle two first, and then once you detune like the A or the C, it's going to push the bridge either this way if the A is tight, or this way if the C is tight and the A is loose. So now that we have them detuned, we'll get our tuner here, and digital tuner with a contact microphone right here, and clipped it on the bridge. You want to make sure that the bridge isn't leaning too far backwards or too far forwards. Mainly you want it to have a slight lean to the back though, because the strings are going to be pulling it up towards the scroll. So we'll do the same two strings so that we're going to anchor the bridge down, because the bridge isn't glued down like some people think. The bridge is held down by the string tension alone. And we'll do the middle two strings. So we'll start with the G. And we're not going to try to get it all the way up to pitch. We're just going to try to get it so it has some tension on the bridge. And then we'll do the D, same thing. Okay. And then we'll do the outer two strings, always making sure that the strings are in the string slot or groove on the bridge. Okay. Got the outer strings. We'll go ahead and we'll look at the bridge again. And what we're looking for is to see if there's any gaps on the feet. And that usually is going to be caused by if the bridge is leaning forward or leaning backwards too far. And probably should mention that you want the bridge to sit between the notches on these F holes here. That's usually like that's your reference point for where you want the bridge to sit. And you also want to look and make sure that the outer two strings are about the same distance from the sides of the fingerboard there too. Okay, so now that stuff seems like it's pretty good, we'll tune the middle two strings again, but we'll go up the pitch this time. So we're going to turn and push the peg into the scroll, because that's what holds it. These pegs are tapered. So you push it into the scroll and turn it. And then we're just going to do slight increments, because it's going to jump up the pitch pretty quickly. And a lot of times people think that you got to turn the peg super far and they end up breaking the string. So we don't want to do that. And we'll do the outer two. If you just go a little bit past, the pitch that you're going for, that's okay. If it's, just one, like less than a half step up from there, you're fine. And you're just gonna have to go back through all the strings again, because as you tune other ones, the ones that you just tuned are gonna go flat. And then when you have everything, pretty close to the pitch that you're going for, like within a half step or less, at that point you can go to the fine tuners and tune them in order. I usually go from the high string to the low string at this point, because the A or the E on the violin, they hold the most tension. You want to tune those strings first. And also tightening on these it sharpens the pitch. Loosening them is going to make the pitch go flat. So just want to look at the tuner, make sure you got the note going where you want it to go. So you're all ready to play.